Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Oh, don't blink!
And midnight hour. Made him pay. The rubber. Last shot by
Hello, welcome back to the Last Shot podcast with me, All Things Wrestling, and Stefan.
What's up, guys?
We are back. We have many things to talk about today, but let's get ratings out of the way for Raw and SmackDown. Also, check out Tom Reviews. Links in the description. Plug. Both were down this week. First off, WWE Raw got 2.1 million viewers, which is down from 2.5 last week. It got absolutely slammed because it went against Monday Night Football. The last hour got 1.8 million viewers. 1.8 million for the last.
Okay. You see, I didn't even know the ratings. I'm hearing right now as you're telling me so. And how's for SmackDown?
They got 2 million, down from 2.1 million last week, which
that's
about
bad.
average for SmackDown, so it's not bad.
Okay. For Raw, I'm gonna say something like, I don't care. I love Stone Cold. I always love Stone Cold, but enough is enough. Like with legends,
it was obvious
the
the
reason
to sell tickets.
Yes, that was the reason to basically bring in views and the viewers, whatever,
Which
people who watch the show, which you didn't. And that's the thing. I think you have such a great roster of the guys and girls. If you put if you had 5-6 matches and few good segments, and I mean matches where you give them 20 minutes, I honestly think that more people would tune in than having Stone Cold basically do nothing other than Barry OC.
Yeah, I know.
Because
you
don't need to have on the pay-per-view. We were talking about that. But we were talking about that in the previous weeks. You don't need to have all the titles defended on the pay-per-view. You can have, for example, Intercontinental title defended on Raw or United States, whatever. You can defend titles that way. And I honestly think if you give them time, if you give them freedom to do whatever they want, you can put Ricochet in the ring, dude. I honestly think they can bring in, like I said, more views than so I don't know if you agree with me on that, but
yeah, they definitely could.
Yeah.
I mean, I like how AEW is marketing this TV though. TV 14, it's a sports event, not sports entertainment. They're marketing it as a sporting event. Like wrestling should be fucking marketed.
it's a sports entertainment. It's not wrestling. It's entertainment.
That's the problem with WWE is they're so focused on the entertainment aspect that they forget the wrestling part, which is what people actually want to watch.
Dude, why? Can I ask you a question honestly?
Yeah.
Why was Stone Cold even there?
To get ratings up and sell tickets because Madison Square Garden hadn't sold out.
Listen, I may be wrong, but did Rollins and Strowman actually sign that contract or no?
Yeah, they signed the contract.
I don't remember.
There was no confrontation between the Rollins and Strowman.
Yeah, I know, but did they sign they did sign.
Yeah, they did sign the contract.
How cringe is for Seth Rollins to say, "Burn it down"? How cringe is that shit? We're gonna burn it down. I'm like, holy shit, this guy is
shut up, Rollins.
Dude. He sounds like heel, dude. He sounds like someone who you wanna just punch in the face. And that's not personally. Okay, I respect everyone who's in that ring, but he is a heel. And having Strowman, I mean, who the hell wants to see Strowman and Rollins go 1-on-1? Strowman should have won the title back in the day against Lesnar, okay?
Yeah.
I think a little bit is too late. Nobody cares anymore. I mean, I guess it's going to be pretty decent, and I know Strowman deserves it, but man, it was bad. And then you had AJ basically come in AJ Styles with the club. And what happened to OC? They got buried. And you can say they didn't get buried. They did get buried, okay?
Essentially, yeah.
So, and let's just remind this. AJ Styles didn't get one stunner. He got 2 stunners. At the end of the show.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm kind of thankful that Undisputed Era is not going on the main roster, you know?
Yeah.
Because that would happen to Undisputed Era.
Yeah, definitely would.
So,
But
yeah, I don't know.
I've got a quick thing that's not really a segment. I just thought I'd mention it. Did you hear the law that's being passed in California that independent contractors, if they work for the company full time, are now classed as employees? Ergo, WWE has to class the wrestlers employees due to the fact that they go to California on a yearly basis. It makes their company part of the California law. So they have to class wrestlers as employees, not independent contractors anymore.
But I don't think that changes anything.
Well, yeah, because they get employee rights. As an independent contractors, you can fire them like that. As employees, they get all the rights that a full-time employee is meant to get in America.
Yeah, well...
Which I don't know what they are.
Actually...
I'm not up on the employee rights in America.
But that sounds actually pretty positive for them.
I swear they have to offer them healthcare. I swear that's one of the perks in America as a full-time employee in this kind of trade. You're meant to get some form of benefits. You're meant to get like a benefits package.
I can't believe that they don't have that.
And it may also affect Impact Wrestling, AEW, and Ring of Honor. But it depends on how their contracts are signed. But all we know is WWE definitely class them as independent contractors, and that's going away, thank God, because they're fucking employees, for God's sake. You employ them to wrestle for you.
Yes. So yeah, that's actually good news.
Yeah,
right?
Very good news.
Yeah.
Now...
So I'm glad that's the case. But, hey, did we go through everything in Raw that you want to mention, or do you want to mention maybe Becky Lynch, Sasha match? That was boring, dude. I fell asleep during that match. I'm sorry.
Becky faced Sasha?
Becky, Sasha, Becky and... Becky and Charlotte against Sasha and Bayley. That was boring as hell. I don't know what the hell did they accomplish with that, but... You probably didn't even watch that.
I watched the match. I can't really remember it.
Well, that's the thing. You can remember it because it wasn't interesting. So.
Yeah, it wasn't that interesting.
Yeah, hey, they had to give a pin to someone, you know.
But why Bayley? Why your women's champion? Oh yeah, because Charlotte's a challenger.
You can't pin anyone, or you can't pin anyone. That's the thing. That was the stupid match. That was stupid, really ridiculous. You can't pin Sasha Banks. She's back. You can't pin Bayley. Charlotte is a champion. You can't pin Becky because she's going against Sasha. So it doesn't make sense.
I know.
I think I can bet that Vince rewrote the show an hour before the show. Like,
I haven't heard any of that this week, surprisingly.
Oh yeah, he did SmackDown.
Oh, he always does SmackDown.
Yeah, so that's sad, dude.
Let's get into the segment that we're going to get about 1,000 dislikes for.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about Dave Meltzer's star ratings.
For what?
Takeover, Cardiff, and All Out. We'll do our star ratings at the same as Dave's kind of thing that we did last week. But at the end of the AEW, we need to talk about something.
Okay.
Which is what we're going to get a shitload of dislikes about. Okay, first off, Travis Banks versus Noam Dar in TakeOver Cardiff got 2.5 stars from Dave. What would you give it?
Okay.
2.5. What would you give it?
I agree. 2.5.
Yeah, so about fine. Cesaro versus Dragovon. I don't know.
Drago one.
Yeah, him. Got 4 stars. I didn't watch the match, so I give no rating.
No, 3.5.
Okay. I didn't watch it, so I cannot give a rating. Gallus versus Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews versus the Grizzly Young Veterans, who were the champions. He gave it 4.5 stars.
Ooh, too much.
Yeah, I
Four
think so.
stars.
It was a hell of a match, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm going to go with a 4 for that one.
You can give that match if you give Cole and Gargano 4 stars. I'm sorry, dude. You know,
It's a good
not
match, though,
realistic.
to be fair.
It was good, but it was not, for example, like Cole and Gargano. I know it's a tag team match, but again, if you think about it, it's unrealistic for him to give that match 4.5 and then for Cole and Gargano 4 stars.
Yeah. But we'll get on to
Yeah.
ratings about what Dave's giving in a minute, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
got a whole thing to talk about that. Joe Coffey versus Dave Mastiff got 2.5 stars.
Ooh,
I give it
I
3.
give it match 3 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaylee Ray versus Tony Storm got 3.25.
Ooh, 3.15, dude.
Okay, I don't remember watching that match, so I give no rating.
That was the worst match on the show.
What do you give it?
And Kylie Ray,
1.5.
she doesn't look like a champion. She. I don't know why they gave her a title right now.
God knows. And Walter versus Tyler Bate, he gave 4 stars. I'm kidding, he gave it 5.25 stars.
Too much. For me, 4.5. But the story was great. Tyler Bate made me a believer. I mean, when you're 5'6", and you can basically lift a guy who is 6'4", you know, and 300 pounds. It's crazy, but I think the match was a little bit too long. I mean, you had to make the match long to tell a story, but you know, there are some moments that I just can't forget, and he was thrown, actually power bombed in the apron, okay? Tyler Bate by Walter. And I'm thinking to myself, this dude got up, dude. Okay, he got up and continued to wrestle. Meanwhile, 4 years ago, Kevin Owens power bombed Sami Zayn on the apron, and he was basically going in the hospital, dude. So those logic gaps. If I was booking things, I would kind of remember that. Like, you can't just. That move is a powerful move. You don't need to take that move like. You know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That someone like Tyler Bate, who is 5'6", can get up. Actually, 2 power bombs. And someone like Sami Zayn, who is 6 foot tall and is bigger and stronger than Sami Zayn, is basically in the hospital after that move. And I know there's like a 5 years, and they're probably thinking, who the hell remembers? But it is a luxury gap, dude. It does make sense.
No.
So that's the only thing that pisses me off about that match. And I give that match 4.5, I think.
Yeah, I did not watch it, so I cannot give it a rating.
That was the match. That was the best match of the weekend, bro.
Nah. I didn't watch it,
Yeah.
but I know what I'm going to give the best match of the weekend. Let's move on to AEW.
Okay.
First off, in the buy-in, we had the Casino Battle Royale. He gave 2.25 stars.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it 2.5. It was an entertaining Battle Royale.
Whatever, you know.
It did what it did. We're not going to mention the winner or anything like that because I cannot be bothered to get into it because it's a controversial topic at best.
Yeah.
But
I
neither
just
looked
think
good in the
Britt
match.
Baker should have won, dude. I just think Britt Baker should have won.
Yes, because you're a mark for Britt Baker. You know.
But you also have to understand, you have a rivalry right now. That's Britt Baker and what's her name? Britt Baker and Bea Priestley. So, you know, that rivalry between Bea and Britt is going to be a bigger rivalry than between you know, Nyla Rose and whoever won that
Rio.
match. Yeah, so it's going to be a bigger rivalry than that.
Well, yeah, obviously
Because I think-
Rio
Yeah,
and
but I understand why they
Nyla
did
are
that.
new
Because
to the American scene, whereas Bea Priestley and Britt Baker are a lot more exposed to the American audiences.
yeah, so I think Bea Priestley and Britt Baker should have actually been.
But I
a
feel
rivalry
like
for-
if
a
you're going to
feud-
have an
a
amazing
feud for a
women's
title.
rivalry, the title would be nice in it, but if you're going to kind of be
I
swapping
understand why they did it, dude.
wins and losses, you
I
kind of don't
understand.
want to put a title in the middle of it. Like
I
they did with
understand
Charlotte
because-
and Sasha. That ruined the women's title when they did that.
Think about this: Nyla Rose against who will she be fighting for?
Riho,
The
Japanese
Rhea, right.
woman wrestler
Rhea.
Riho, which
So,
I'm a
we
massive
don't
fan
know-
of, by the way.
Okay, by the way, a lot of people don't know Rio and that kind of stuff. So, when you put the title, it makes feud more important. But you also have Britt Baker and Beth Priestley feud without a title, and that feud is important. So I understand why they did it. It makes both feuds important.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying that I think Britt should have been. I don't. I'm sorry to say this, but I don't want to see Nyla Rose as a first ever champion. Yeah. I don't want to go into that, but
No. Well, we'll
She's
have to
better
wait
than
and see
Ajax.
what
That's
happens
the
on
take.
TNT. But anyway,
She is
good
better than
match.
Ajax.
Nada
She's-
did that wicked kick, which I liked. Just
listen. She is better than Ajax. That's what I
oh
want to say.
god, hell yeah!
Yeah.
It's not hard though, because Nada is quite goddamn awful sometimes. But anyway,
So yeah,
next,
I'm gonna give that match 2.5. I did.
Yeah.
I said it.
next was Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans, which I thought was a pretty decent tag team
Holy
match.
fuck, Private Party is crazy.
I like Private Party. They give me the vibe of watching the Street Profits. They've got
crazy.
that kind of vibe to them, just not annoying talking, because I hate the Street Profits.
I think they're more athletic than Street Profits.
Oh yeah,
Even if Street Profits are crazy athletic, you know.
Street Profits are
Monty
shit
Ford
when they
until
talk.
then.
Their Raw segments are the worst thing about Raw. They're not
Really,
funny.
you know.
Street Profits are not funny. They're trying to make
think
them a
Monty
modern
Ford-
day crime time, and it's not working.
Yes, but Montesford is more talented than Angelo Dawkins, so
Oh
I
yeah,
think
we know.
kind of Angelo Dawkins is holding him back. So
Yeah. Anyway, Private Party, Angelico, Jack Evans. Before we get off topic, 3.5 from Dave. I'm going to give it 3.75. I really enjoyed the match.
3.5 for me.
Rio versus Shida.
Oh, this was a really good match.
I would give that 4.
I will give that match 3.75 or whatever.
Dave gave it
3.7.
3,
Oh, yeah.
which okay.
Okay.
Let's get through this one without you having a rant. The Jurassic Experience versus SoCal Uncensored.
Oh shit.
Do not have a rant.
Oh shit.
Just give your rating and be quiet, please.
Take out Marco Stunt away and let Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus do the work, okay? I don't need to see that little guy anymore, okay?
I liked him. He was funny. What would you give the
Luchasaurus
match?
and Jungle Boy as a team, they're the best. I think, in my opinion, 4 stars. Dude. I may be going too far, but damn.
I'm going with 4
You
as
know?
well, and Dave went with 4. We're all in agreement for this
And
one.
just think about this. Luchasaurus, that guy can be a world champion. And I think if they want to do something with tag division, they can put those titles on Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
Yeah, I think so.
I honestly think that. They can be the first ever champion.
Well, yeah. Next, we have the Best Friends versus the Dark Order, which I thought the Best Friends were a good tag team, but the Dark Order did not impress me. It won a little bit in this match.
They kind of remind me of Viking Riders. I don't know why.
Kind of, but I just wasn't impressed with them. They didn't do anything.
No.
The match I'm going to give 2.25.
For me, 2.75, right?
That's what Dave gave.
Yeah.
So you agree with Dave. I just didn't get behind the match. Next,
No.
this match generally impressed me and made me a fan of Joey Janela, which I didn't think would happen. I thought it was a good match. I like
think so, dude.
hardcore matches. I like car crash matches. Sue me.
That's because they can't wrestle. They can't wrestle.
Yeah, half
okay?
the people in the Attitude Era couldn't wrestle, but they whacked each other with bloody steel chairs and it was entertaining.
These people can't tell a story, dude. And then you have these idiots saying how they're great wrestlers, whatever. They're not great wrestlers. They
I will
can't
have
cut
to
the promo,
say,
they
I
can't
do not
anything.
like Darby Allin at all.
No.
I am not a big fan of him after every single match I've seen so far. Jimmy Havoc,
No.
yeah, I've liked him since I watched him in Defiant Wrestling. He's okay. But Joey Janela impressed
okay.
me. I'm going to give the match 3.75 stars.
Ooh, too far. 2.75.
Dave gave it 4.
Yeah.
We're going to
don't
skip
get me
this
wrong, there
next
were some
match
six
because
spots in that match, dude.
I'll do this match at the end because this is the thing that's going to lead into a big topic. Next was Sean Spears versus Cody Rhodes.
First of all, the wrong man won, in my opinion.
Who won?
Cody won.
Thank you, because I forgot because it was
that
like
was a-
a
that was a
couple
mistake.
weeks ago now.
No, that was a mistake, dude.
Yeah, I think Sean should have
And-
won.
Yeah. And I think we can touch up on it later.
But I feel
but
like how
for that
they
match-
ended it is perfect for Sean to be like, you didn't beat me legitimately. You had to have help from Arn Anderson of all people. Face me like a man, one-on-one.
I'm gonna tell you something. Sean Spears. The guy reinvented himself, okay? But he is not a great wrestler, okay? I'm sorry to say that. Whoever listens, the guy is not a great wrestler. But he is a good wrestler, and he has a character right now, which is more important.
I like the character.
That
on
match was
Sean.
pretty solid. I'm gonna give that match 3.5.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Dave gave it 4, which it's a respectable rating.
Yeah.
It was a good contest.
And let me tell you something. Sean Spears can be a main eventer. He can be a champion one day. I just think right now it's not the time, you know?
Yeah. Next is Pac versus Kenny Omega, which I really enjoyed. I mean, the ending was kind of, but the overall match was a good contest. Not one of Kenny's best.
Something was missing from this match. I told you when we were talking between each other. We didn't record that, but I told you something was missing, and something is missing from Omega. Now, I don't know if they're basically telling a story that something is missing from Omega or whatnot, but something is missing from Omega. And I want to know, people who are watching this, please, for the love of God, comment if you agree with me. This is not the same Kenny Omega from 2017, dude. Okay?
I think it might
Don't
be
get me
because
wrong. The match was great. I think 4.25 for me.
Yeah, I'm going to agree,
But
and
something
that's
was
what
missing.
Dave gave it as well. So we're all in agreement again. I think what is Kenny's being more exposed than, because I've only seen him in short bursts. I've seen constant match after match. I feel like because he barely wrestled in New Japan, did he? He barely wrestled. He did the occasional tournament, but that was about it. I feel like
I don't know. Just 100 V triggers. I don't need to see 100 V triggers.
I
in the
do.
match.
I like V triggers. They're amazing.
It's a cool move, but if I'm Kenny Omega, that will be my signature move. And then One Wing Angel a finisher.
The one
So-
with Angel is his finisher.
Yes, but a V trigger is not a signature because
Yeah,
if
but-
it's a signature, you can
But
win
it's
with a
like saying,
signature.
why do people super kick so often all the time and everything like that? And how often does Sami Zayn do his Blue Thunder Bomb and all that kind of stuff to try and get pins? It's
I
one
don't
of
know,
those
I think-
cliche things where people
I
just
think
hit the move over
I
and
think
over.
what was missing was a last minute decision, and obviously they had a backup plan with Pac, but
Yeah.
I
We
think
are still
they
getting
didn't
Moxley,
plan
though.
everything, you know.
Full Gear, the next pay-per-view, we are getting Kenny Omega, John Moxley, which I cannot
Oh,
wait for.
we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, Vince McMahon has his voodoo doll away from him, or maybe Moxley or someone gets injured again.
God, I hope Moxley doesn't get injured. I like the guy.
Hopefully not.
Overall, it was a good match. Kenny. Oh, if we're talking about constant finishes and shit, just go back and watch the 2 out of 3 falls with Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. How many bloody last shots and Johnny Gargano hitting with knees and all that kind of shit?
I said that last week. I don't agree with that. I think Panama Sunrise or whatever the move was called, Canadian Destroyer, should be his finisher rather than last shot. I know this podcast is called last shot, but people, this doesn't have anything to do with that. Panama.
But so we named
Sunrise.
this just without thinking about Adam Cole.
It's
just
cool
a
name, and like a last shot, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, when we're talking about wrestling, Canadian Destroyer is much more dangerous move and much more effective than a last shot, basically knee to the back.
Yeah.
So you can't compare the. So for me to see a guy like Gargano kick out of 3-4 Canadian Destroyers, and he doesn't kick out of. He only kicks out of one last shot and doesn't kick out of the second. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. And I've said that from before. When the first time I've seen Cole doing the last shot, I was like, well, shit, this is weak. Like, it's basically Kinshasa to the back.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the second match?
Next match is Adam Page versus Chris Jericho for the World Championship.
Oof, I was disappointed. I think Adam Page was not ready for that spot anymore.
Which is why I'm glad Jericho won, and he got to have a little bit of bubbly for it.
A little bit of bubbly.
That is the perfect meme, isn't it? That is priceless. I love Chris Jericho.
This guy,
He's...
Jesus Christ.
I never
He
watched
turned
the match, so I
stupid
can't rate it because I missed
he
the way
turned,
it went.
dude, stupid idiot. He turned that into work. He did
Scarves, a list,
the scarf.
sparkly jackets. He's done everything.
Man of the thousand holds. Like,
Band of 1,004 holds.
yeah. Speaking of Jericho, I'm gonna say this once again because it's fucking hilarious, dude. He is basically sitting in his bed outside, you know, and he is drinking a wine, enjoying his day, and he is just bullshitting about his title being lost and whatever, you know. Someone stole his title. And then you have Jericho basically pour our champagne in a glass. And first he pours the champagne in the glass, and then he drinks it from the glass, from the freaking bottle. It doesn't make sense, dude. Like, the guy is... That's some hilarious shit, dude. And he is sitting basically in the water there, and he has a scarf. Like, what the fuck? This guy has a scarf in the bathtub.
It's like, what the fuck? I think it was a hot tub. But yeah, fucking, why are you wearing a scarf, dude?
No, he's a legend. That's the thing. It's hilarious, dude.
I love
this hilarious. Yeah, okay. So for him to make that work, man. I don't like that Judas effect though.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't like that. So
I guess
match,
because it's a less intensive move on him than the code breaker, because I imagine that hurts his back now. Because it's quite an intensive move to fall straight back. At his age, he's got to start taking precautions.
Yeah. So I don't know if you listen to his podcast, but he had a podcast after All Out. He had a day later or 2 days later, whatever. And I was listening to that, and he said that the Judas effect is basically a parody that he made fun of John Cena for his move that he was using. I don't know what John Cena move was using, but yeah. So that's what he said. Other than that, he said that the female referee, he chose her because he thinks he is the best. You know, he thinks that she is the best in AEW as a referee, and I gotta agree with him.
Yeah, I do have. She's an amazing ref. She'll go far in this business.
That match was nothing special.
Okay.
4 stars. 4 stars.
That's what Dave gave it, and I never watched it, so I can't rate it. But we'll get to our last match. Before we fully talk about it, that Canadian Destroyer through the table is probably one of the best spots I've ever seen.
Holy shit.
That spot was fucking insane. Seriously, I loved that spot. Absolutely amazing. Please. What would you give the match?
4.75. I
will agree with you. Dave gave it 5.2 stars, which leads on to our subject. Dave said that match was the best ladder match he had ever seen.
No.
Fans are going mental over this.
Nope. You have, in my personal opinion, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon. That was mine.
In my opinion, it's Edge and Christian versus Hardy's versus Dudley's WrestleMania 17 in that TLC match. That is the best ladder match I have ever seen.
I think he went too far. And this match, you gotta take a look at TakeOver for North American title. That was a similar match. They took some crazy bumps, so you can't say it's the greatest match because it's not. It's not the greatest match. And you know, I think I don't want to see risking every week, dude, for AEW. That's my biggest fear. I don't want to see that kind of stuff every week, and they're going TV-14, so I don't want to see blood every week. I don't want to see violence, crazy violence every week. I think that's too far. Because if you do Moxley matches, if you portray him as a old John Moxley, who knows old John Moxley knows what I'm talking about, that's gonna get pretty boring, like after a month or so.
Yeah.
If he does the same shit every week, if
Which
he
is-
does crazy stuff and bleeds, I don't want to see that shit. I'm sorry.
Which is why they're not aiming to be a violent
No,
TV
but
show.
they
They're
have
aiming to do
they have
wrestling.
PG-14.
and they're going TV-14, but that doesn't mean we're going to have blood and weapons on every single match. Because you got to think, WWE was TV-14 back in the 80s.
So yeah,
But yeah, let's continue this Dave Meltzer thing before we do it. It's because the main controversy is due to the fact that he gave the WrestleMania 17 ladder match 4 3/4 stars. But
how much?
I will come to part defense of Dave here. People's tastes and opinions change over time. Like, he has said many times, he will not go back and watch a wrestling show and re-rate it because it's not the same as watching it live. That's what he thought in the moment, back in the day. That's what he thought of the match. But then again, wrestling was different back at WrestleMania 17 than it is now. Granted, the Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers is the second best ladder match I've ever seen in my life. It was amazing. I loved the match.
I'm gonna say I'll be you know, we are very similar. Not about that, but about a lot of things. So, in my opinion, it's my third.
You know, my first is Shawn Michaels versus Razor for Intercontinental title, and my second is Bubba Ray. You know, versus Hardys versus Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my second, and my third is that Young Bucks match. So that's my third match, and I think you know we can respectfully agree that both my and your opinion is, you know, it's a good opinion. There is nothing wrong with, you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you can.
Dave Meltzer is one person. I don't get why everyone's jumping down your throat. He is one person giving his opinion on what he thinks about the wrestling matches by using star ratings, as we do.
Because when you hear the name Meltzer, you're like, holy shit, this guy is rating matches for who knows how many years, and you gotta respect his opinion, whatever.
Yeah, you've
That's
got to
the reason-
respect
that's the
it, but
only
it
reason
doesn't,
why.
it doesn't mean it's gospel. It doesn't
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
it's
but that's
it's
the
law.
that's the only
It's
reason why, bro. That's the only reason why.
But his ratings doesn't mean the match was bad or good, because it's his opinion in the end of the day.
But just because his last name is Meltzer, that's the reason why everyone take it seriously.
Yeah, like I do respect the
Speaking
guy.
of-
I think his
speaking of
ratings are quite
PW,
important. But I'm
Do
not
you
going
want
to
to
say.
move from? Yeah.
But I'm not going to say.
Huh?
'Cause I've given my own ratings, and yeah, that's what I think of the matches. It's just an opinion.
Oh shit, bro, you lagged for a second. I'm sorry. Am I lagging or not? Is it
No,
fine?
no, you're fine.
Do you hear? Okay, so do you want to talk about PW 500? If you already didn't
Yeah,
touch up
while
on that.
we're in the people's opinion situation, yes, I think that's a load of shit. I'm sorry, but
Fuck
Seth
off.
Rollins,
Seth
best
Rollins
wrestler
is
in the
the
world.
number one.
You can fuck off.
You have Gargano, you have Cole, you have Tommaso Ciampa, you have Kenny Omega even, dude.
Kenny Omega,
Seriously, Seth
Cody,
Rollins?
you've got so many good wrestling talents that are better than Seth Rollins.
What did Seth Rollins did better than someone like Adam Cole this year? If you compare
Nothing.
everything.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
And Adam Cole, he's not even in top 10.
I don't,
Which tells me it's bullshit.
to be fair, these are the same guys who last year said Roman Reigns was the best wrestler. So I'm not going to say their
yeah.
opinion is very good.
Jesus Christ, I don't think people should take their opinion like seriously. Like I said, it doesn't make sense. But the problem with me is WWE actually on official site posted that they were like, Seth Rollins is the number one wrestler, you know. Who the fuck cares? Why are you even retweeting that? Why are you even posting that from Meltzer? Like,
No,
from Wrestling Observer? I don't get it.
exactly. While we're on this subject, we haven't discussed this, but shall we do a podcast at the end of the year where we give like best wrestler of the year, best female wrestler of the year, kind of do awards kind of thing? What do you think about
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, we can do that.
that
And you
would
know
be-
what?
Yep.
You know what we can do?
What?
There is a poolmaker.com site. We can put a pool also, create a pool, and we can tell people go and vote, and we can put like a 24 or 2 days or whatever, and we can see the results.
Yeah, we'll do
What's
that.
the best
there
show?
we go. That will be the last
Listen.
podcast of 2019, and we'll do it.
Yeah,
I want to do awards, so that'll be cool.
We're gonna do this wrestling shows, best wrestling show, wrestling, best wrestling matches,
Best wrestling
wrestlers,
show,
female-
worst show,
yeah,
worst
female, male,
match,
yeah.
most improved,
So-
most overrated, most underrated, that kind of stuff. But yeah,
We're gonna do that.
we'll do that at the end of the year because I feel like I definitely know who's going to be most worst wrestler for the female side anyway. Alicia Fox.
Is she employed?
Yes, she's still employed. She is still employed, so it counts.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do that. For people to know, because it's really cool. And I think if we make a pool, like if we do like 6, 7 or whatever pools, and we hear people opinions, we are more kind of connected with people and with viewers. So it's kind of better that way. I think it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah,
at the end of the year.
we'll definitely do that. Now let's get on to Clash of Champions, which is this Sunday, which I'll be live on this channel this Sunday, watching Clash of Champions. Let's do our predictions for the show.
Yeah.
Okay, first match we have Charlotte versus Becky for the Women's Championship.
Wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Is Clash of Champions actually this Sunday?
Sunday, September 15th, yes.
Whoa. That pay-per-view is so important that I forgot. I honestly forgot that it's this Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't know until they announced it on
shit.
Raw this week.
So I was like, when you told me Becky and Charlotte, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
No.
I
Bailey
forgot.
and
So,
Charlotte. Not Becky.
Yeah, so I just want to talk shop right now. Just a quick second. If I forgot, and someone like you, for basically WWE lifers, that means that shit doesn't make the show. It's not important.
No.
They don't look it as important, and if we forgot it, because that's sad, dude. And I'm not trying to say it's sad, but it is. I'm sorry to say it, but I can't believe that I really forgot about the show. Yeah, let's start with predictions now.
Yeah, so Bailey versus Charlotte for the women's title.
I'm gonna say Charlotte. They gotta give her that 10 times champion.
I
status,
think they're not going to because of how Rick has been with this whole man situation and trademarks. I think they're going to make Bailey win. Just to make a point to Rick.
But you gotta remember, Bailey took the pin.
Which is why I
So
think
you're
she'll
kind of
win.
right. Yeah, because if she
50-50
loses,
booking.
that makes her a loser. But in the same time, if she loses, Sasha Banks can say fuck off. I don't need you. Whatever. You're a loser. You're just you lost twice in a row. I don't need you.
Also,
So I think it could go either way.
I think Bailey. But while we're talking about wins and losses, did you notice on AEW's All Out they actually put the win and loss record on their little?
Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, because wins and losses matter, which they do. WWE wins and losses actually matter.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Listen, speaking of Bailey and Sasha Banks, I honestly think it's going to get to the point where they're gonna feud, right? I think we can both agree on that.
Again.
Yeah. So, I think if they're smart, they should actually push this storyline until WrestleMania.
Yeah, so
And
Bailey
have the
should
match
win
there.
this match, and then she should lose it like one of the February or so. They should set it up at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I
Bailey
think
be
Bailey's
champion.
gonna
Sasha wins the Royal Rumble. Bailey comes out to congratulate her. Sasha
We'll
just
see.
turns on her.
Let's just predict this, and maybe later we touch on. But let's just predict this right now. I think Bailey's gonna retain.
Yeah, Bailey's definitely going to retain.
Okay, well, what's next?
Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler for the tag titles.
I don't understand why they have Robert Roode and Ziggler as a tag team. First of all,
Because
that's the
they're
thing I
not
don't
doing
understand.
anything.
They're not. But
I like them as a team. At least they're doing something. They're definitely winning the titles.
honestly, it hurts me to see Robert Roode.
Fall
Honestly, it hurts me,
so
dude, when I
bad.
compare Roode from 2017 and this Roode. It's like a different guy. I didn't expect when he was in NXT. I didn't expect to see him backstage, basically in his trunks. Okay, the guy was wearing watches. You know, the guy was wearing expensive suits. You know, who the hell is this guy right now? Is he
Knockoff Magnum
reincarnation?
PI.
Like, is he a freaking reincarnation, a clone of Bobby Roode? Like, seriously?
I'm pretty sure it's Rick Rude.
This is not Bobby Roode, dude.
It's Rick Rude reincarnated.
No, what I'm saying is this is not Bobby Roode. This is Robert Roode. This is not the same guy.
No.
If I was, I swear this bothers me. If I was doing things right, I will be like, right now, I know they probably won't do this, but I will be like, fuck Ziggler, you know, at some point. Fuck Ziggler, I'm Bobby Roode, like, go fuck yourself, I don't need you, and I will just kill Ziggler with it. Like, not literally, but for Roode. And I will be like, I'm Bobby Roode, you know, I'm at the top spot, you know, I gotta be at that top spot, I deserve that shit, and I think they could do actually that with him, and switch him back to Bobby Roode. I hope that happens.
Yeah. But I'm still saying Ziggler and Rude will win the titles.
Against who?
Seth Rollins and Braun
is the
Strowman.
Well, you see, I actually didn't know they're the champions, so damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew, but okay. So yeah, I'm going with Rude and Ziggler.
Yeah. Next is Drew Gulak versus Huberto Carrillo versus Lynn Storado for the Cruiserweight title.
Drew Gulak. He is the
Drew-
biggest thing out of the three.
I'm going to say Huberto. I'll go
I
with
mean, he's pretty
Huberto.
solid, but Drew Gulak is the bigger name.
I
Much
know,
bigger.
but I feel like they might take the title off him. Because he doesn't
By the
have
way,
to get pinned to lose it.
Humberto looks like Sammy Guevara, dude.
But you gotta remember, Drew Gulak doesn't need to be pinned to lose. I think it will set a feud up.
Yeah, let's just continue. I don't know.
New Day versus a Revival for the SmackDown Tag Titles.
I don't know how many times did I say this match, and I'm going insane. No, this match happened like thousands of times so far.
Yeah, and the New Day are the tag
I know.
champions, so I'm going to say they're going to retain.
I don't know who the hell is. I think the Revival is going to win for whatever reason. It's going to involve Orton or something. I don't know. But I'm going with Revival.
Oh, I'm going New Day. Nakamura versus Miz for the Intercontinental title. I'm actually looking forward to this match.
Yeah, this match is... The only reason this match is happening is because the Miz, if he wins another title, is going to top over Jericho style reign. And they're doing that because they know Jericho had that many title reigns. And they're like, you know, fuck, we got to give Miz a title and break someone's record, you know, so...
I don't think he's going
Miz
to
is
win
gonna win.
here. I think Sami Zayn will cost Miz in this match. I think Nakamura will retain.
I think, man. Once again, sad thing. I'm sorry I go off the topic, dude, but Nakamura, the guy doesn't look. He looks so. He's not. It's not the same guy, dude. I don't know what the hell are they doing with these people. You can just see him walking. Just acting. It's not the same. It's like a different person.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with The Miz, and I think what's going to happen. Sami has a big mouth. Okay, he talks a lot as a heel. He does this and that stupid shit, and he's gonna cost Nakamura a match by mistake.
I'm going to say no, because I know they want to do a Nakamura and Zayn kind of Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho storyline, but I don't think they'll pull the trigger this early. So I feel like that Nakamura's going to retain.
I think they will. I think they will. I don't trust WWE as in terms of long-term storytelling. I don't trust WWE when it comes to that.
Well, I'm going to go with Nakamura for this encounter. I think there'll be another encounter, and then I think The Miz will win it in that one.
No, I'm done with babyface Miz. I'm so done with him. I want to see heel Miz back.
I like
It's not fun anymore.
Leave The Miz
The only
alone.
reason-
Stop bullying him.
The only reason that he was babyface because of Shane McMahon. And that's the only reason why when he was good. Okay, so yeah.
Next, Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title.
Who?
Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks.
I want to say Sasha Banks, and I hope she wins. But man, I think they're gonna give title to. I think Becky's gonna retain.
I'm going to say Sasha wins.
As match, a normal match, or
Yeah,
what?
just normal match. Every match has been all normal so far.
Oh yeah, goddammit, you know what's going to happen, I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. This is Vince McMahon, okay? Like, in every way, in every aspect of whatever happened before, the match is going to end with Becky Lynch basically going to sleep, and she's not gonna tap out, but she's gonna lose the title. That's just generic way we're doing every time, so that's the ending of the match, yeah.
Thank you, Vince.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen. Vince, shut the fuck up, Vince, okay? Oh, well, shut the fuck up, go, okay? Okay. Well, that was it, But man, I honestly think Sasha's gonna put the bank statement to Becky or something, and Becky's not gonna tap out. She's gonna go to sleep, and that's how the match is gonna end. Banks is gonna be a champion still. I mean, she's gonna be a new champion.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'd still say Sasha, definitely Sasha. Next, it's a match I'm actually excited for some reason. Roman versus Eric Rowan in a no disqualification match.
Ah, shit. You just know Roman Reigns is gonna win this match. Roman Reigns is gonna win this match.
You know he's gonna
There
win
is
this
no way.
match. But
I'm
I don't hate Roman at the
it's
minute,
predictable.
so let him win.
No, I don't hate him either. So, yeah, Roman Reigns is gonna win the match, and I don't know what the hell are they turning Daniel Bryan face, or what's happening?
I don't know. I have no clue what the hell they're doing with the storyline anymore.
No. WWE is not gonna serve me this time, dude. I'm sorry. I'm changing my opinion. Roman is gonna win the match because it's not disqualification, but he's not going to win on his own. Luke Harper is going to return and help him out.
Interesting.
That's my prediction.
Interesting theory.
And then you can have Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns against them.
Yeah, because see it happening.
Because honestly, Daniel Bryan is a heel, he's great. But let's be honest, the guy was always babyface in our eyes. Like,
Yeah.
I know he's great as heel, don't get me wrong, he is one of the best things on television. But as a babyface, you just know, dude, like, that's it. He's the best babyface going on, like. So, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Ron.
I'm going with Roman.
Okay.
Next is what is going to be probably the worst match on the show, and probably what I'm going to take a piss during. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville for the no one gives a shit about women's tag titles, because they've made us not give a shit about them.
Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville need to win, but I think they need to pull a trigger. So many similar storylines are going on. You pull a trigger on Sami Zayn and Nakamura. It's the same shit.
You
pull a
feel
trigger
like
on
Nikki
Bryan and
Cross will cost the match, and then we'll set up for a feud between Alexa and
dude,
Nikki.
it's the same storylines. It's the same storylines like Nakamura and Zayn and who else? Bryan and Rowan. It's a similar thing. So I don't know. I want to believe that they're gonna give titles to Mandy Rose, but I don't see them giving a title to Mandy Rose right now. I just don't see
subject
them
of the women's
giving.
tag titles. What the hell has happened to the Iconics?
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you. Actually, Peyton Royce was married.
Yeah, well, that was like 2
I know
weeks
she is,
ago.
but she's on vacation or something. So
Okay.
probably.
I'm not complaining, because
But-
the Iconics are annoying as hell.
Yeah, listen. I think we're gonna get third once again. I gotta start people, whatever. I think Sonya Deville is gonna turn on Mandy Rose, or something's gonna happen between them.
Well, they've been
And we're not
teasing
gonna
a
get.
break between them for a while.
Yeah,
haven't they?
I think they're gonna get break up right now because everyone is expecting like Nikki to cost Bliss or something. I think
Yeah.
in this case, something is gonna happen between Rose and Deville.
Fair point.
Because you know what's the thing, I'm a genius, but I mean, that's where people run, I know what I'm doing, so.
Shut up, Vince. You don't know shit.
Shut up!
Shut
I
up,
didn't want to do
Vince.
that.
Vince, you're fired!
I'm gonna wake up someone, dude.
Me too. Right, let's...
I wanted to, trust me, I wanted to do like, shut up, but I can't do that right now.
let's continue before any of us get in trouble. AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander for the US title. I did not even know this was a match.
Who?
Cedric
AJ
Alexander
Styles
versus
Cedric.
HA for the US title. AJ's
will give this
retaining,
title
come
to-
on.
But I will give the title to Cedric. But if AJ loses, OC is done, dude.
Yeah, so I feel like they're going to definitely...
Maybe they can go to NXT. But I know that won't happen. I don't know.
But yeah,
I
I'm
don't
going
know,
with AJ to retain due to the club
I think
DOC's interference.
this
Will be
match is
good.
a sleeper match. No.
be.
This match can be the best match on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We have got some pretty good looking matches though, I have to admit that.
Yeah, man, and Cedric Alexander he's good.
Next we have Orton versus Kofi Kingston. We know Orton is winning. We know Orton's going to win. Because they're going to have the
Exactly.
belt on him when they go to Fox.
Be ready, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? On the first episode of Fox, the match in the main event is Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston for WWE Championship. Once again. You're welcome.
Thanks, Vince. No one cares.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, they're gonna have a rematch. Then, dude. Or
Yeah.
something's gonna happen. Or I don't know if you heard about something, Dolph Ziggler getting involved or something. I hope that doesn't happen.
No, it won't make sense now
I
because he's
don't
in a tag team.
But they're gonna have a rematch because Orton is gonna win, and Kofi was just gonna be like, I lost the title, I deserve a rematch, whatever. And he's gonna get a rematch, and he's gonna lose again.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Unfortunately, yeah. Even though I have enjoyed Kofi Kingston's title run, it's been very entertaining.
Yeah.
Next, in the final match, Strowman versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Well, this match, there is only one winner, and that winner is going to be. Guess who?
Bray Wyatt.
Exactly. You see, Tom, that's why I said we are similar, dude. And
Yeah.
that's something people don't understand. We have similar opinions and that kinds of stuff. So, yeah, I think Bray Wyatt is going to appear and attack both of them or something.
I think he'll do it after the match, though.
You mean whoever wins?
Yeah. To settle for the Hell in a
But
Cell.
who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the match? You can't give a title to Rollins. You can't.
I don't want to give it to Strowman just for him to lose it a month later at Hell in the Cell.
Yes.
So I want you to leave it
but-
on Rollins.
You also. I don't know.
But then again,
Just
that's
Strowman is
another
gonna look like a
opportunity
loser,
Braun
dude.
Strowman has had and lost.
That's what I'm trying to say. He has those got these hands, whatever.
But the problem is, if you were going to put it on Wyatt, don't give a shot to Strowman. Strowman needs the belt, but Wyatt needs it more. So they should have had Strowman stay away from the title scene.
Yeah, I would actually go with Wyatt,
But
and I would go.
I personally would love to see Strowman get taken out by Wyatt before the match, and then Wyatt takes his place and wins the title, setting up for Strowman to face him at Hell in the Cell.
We know that's not gonna happen.
No, but that would be a much better fucking alternative than what they're going to do. You know that. That'd be amazing.
You know what I can see happening? I can see during a match. Not Bray Wyatt exactly. And I think this is actually better than the Fiend appearing. And you may actually agree with me on this. Whoever wins the match, we are going to get a Firefly Funhouse to close the show.
Ooh, yeah.
He's going to be like, congratulations, you won the match. And you're going to face the Fiend. And then, for example, Lights Go Out. And you have the Fiend attack that winner. I think that's a better way to go.
Well, no, it has to go, let me in, lights go out, then attack. It has to do the let.
Yeah,
let me
I
in
think
before.
that's the great way to go, because when Firefly Funhouse music hits and he says like congratulations because he's then like funny and he goes into that dark side. I think that's the way to go, dude. And he applies Mandible Claw to whoever wins and ends up basically leaving a champion laying, dude.
Yeah, well, we all know this is just a filler match until they get to Hell in the Cell. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's a filler
I
match.
feel bad for Strowman. This guy is claiming that he's 7'8", which he is, and he's saying got this hand, but he always loses. So I can't take him seriously. That's the problem. I can't take him seriously, because if you say something, you should basically accomplish that if you think you can accomplish that. That was the thing. That was the thing with old Bray Wyatt. He was saying shit all the time, but he never did anything. He didn't back up anything.
Which Strowman has not backed
So
up
I feel like they're
anything,
doing that
really.
with Strowman, you know. I don't know. Maybe you have Strowman. I don't know, but then you can't have Wyatt lose that title. You need to have Wyatt win, and you need to have. I would go in a direction against Aleister Black for WrestleMania. You know. I don't know.
While we're on this discussion, I have the betting sites favourites to win.
Okay.
Strowman, first off is Seth Rollins is a favourite.
Oh, you say the favorites. Just read the favorite.
Seth Rollins,
So.
Kofi Kingston, Ziggler and Rude, Bayley, Drew Gulak, Nakamura, New Day, Sasha Banks, and Roman Reigns.
I don't agree with 80% of that, dude. Whatever.
No?
I don't take those betting things.
Well, no, but it's interesting to see anyway.
It is. Yeah. Is there anything else?
Yeah, we've got a couple more. First off, Kevin Owens teases his future because if you're not aware, he got fired on SmackDown at the end of the show.
Yeah, and if you're not
He
aware,
tweeted
you
out
think he
14, 24, 20, which spells
in alphabetical order, that means NXT.
NXT.
Exactly.
Which,
Oh, bro. Holy shit, you're lagging, dude.
damn it.
Holy shit. Wait. It's not better. Do you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, now we're going to go with injuries. Heath Slater and EC3 are set to be evaluated next week for injuries. Samoa Joe and Carmella are now listed under new injuries with no return dates shown or any injury details provided.
Did you say Samoa Joe?
Yeah, Samoa Joe.
That's...
It's probably not serious. It doesn't say what the injury actually is.
Yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa is set to return yesterday, the 11th of September. Drew McIntyre, 16th of September. 14th of November for Bobby Lashley. Oh, sorry, 14th of October, sorry. And Jinder Mahal, the 1st of November.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a current list of injured people.
Man, do I have bad feeling about the whole NXT stuff with the Undisputed Era prophecy and things like that. I'm afraid, dude, that they're gonna screw this up. Street Profits are fighting the Undisputed Era once again on the first episode on USA Network, and I have a crazy feeling that Street Profits are gonna win again, dude.
Yeah, probably.
And then Roderick Strong is going to lose, but he's going to lose because of Johnny Gargano. And then you're going to have Adam Cole talk shit or something, and you're gonna have Ciampa take out Cole. I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. What do you think with Ciampa right now, and with the whole direction of Roderick Strong winning? Do you think that it's going to happen or not? And then you have Kevin Owens, who is also going to NXT.
Well, I think
It seems
will
looks like
definitely
it.
win the North American title.
Yes, but I'm afraid that they're gonna lose tag team titles to Street Profits again. You know,
Yeah.
WWE, they like to do those switches when nobody is expecting them, stuff like that. I don't know. Because Vince, trust me, people, Vince can take one look at Street Profits and he can say, these guys are on television, on Raw and SmackDown. Let's give them a title on NXT. They bring more views than Undisputed Era. He can say that. Even if that's not true, you know? I don't know. Shit. What do you think with Kevin Owens? What do you think where
I
he
think he'll
can
definitely
fit,
go
obviously?
back to NXT for a bit anyway, just to give star power for the launch for the television.
He can, but do you think he feels with Cole? It doesn't make sense because he is a friend with Cole.
No,
I mean, it makes sense,
They'll
but
keep him away from that. I feel like he might go after Roderick or whoever's the North American champion.
it doesn't make sense. He is a friend of the Undisputed Era, dude. They're literally tweeting right now with Kyle O'Reilly and Kevin Owens.
Well, then if they keep the belt on Velveteen Dream, I can see Kevin Owens taking it off him.
But here's the interesting thing. Kevin Owens posted a photo of his daughter in Disneyland.
With
Holding
Tommaso
a hand
Ciampa.
of Yeah, so that's another thing. That's
Could he be
another
making
thing,
a tag team with Tommaso Ciampa? Heel tag team, but those two. Yes,
Dude.
please.
Dude, holy shit. Imagine Kevin Owens, Tommaso Ciampa, Gargano, and Velveteen Dream against the Undisputed Era of War Games.
Oh, that would be sick.
Holy shit. That would
As
be
long as
something,
Kevin Owens
dude.
is the one that wins the world title.
Well, we know that won't happen with Tommaso Ciampa coming back, but I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I can see
Maybe you
Gargano
have
and
that. Maybe.
Tommaso Ciampa being a tag team again and getting the tag titles.
Yeah, I think for War Games, I think we're going to get the Undisputed Era teaming up with Kevin Owens, actually. Taking on someone else. I don't know if it's Imperium, maybe, or...
I'd like
I
to see
think they're
Tyler
gonna-
Breeze be in it, because Tyler Breeze is very talented.
It doesn't make sense, because you have Fandango and Tyler Breeze right now as tag team, so I don't know what
Yeah,
can
but
you do with them.
they could be in there to win the tag titles if you leave them on the Undisputed Era.
I don't know. I honestly don't
Like,
think...
it'd be like, you're challenging for this title, you're challenging for this, you're challenging for this. They could even make it elimination.
My issue, bro, is you know very well. I think we can all agree on this. If the Undisputed Era wins all the titles on the first episode of USA Network show, we can all agree that they're losing some title at War Games.
Yeah, they definitely
Because
have to
the
draw
reason-
something.
Yeah, because the reason they're winning gold, they can only hold a month or something. It doesn't matter. They can claim that they held all the titles. So that's just a great moment, you know, to have all the belts on them. But they're gonna drop something.
Definitely.
So I don't know. We'll see where this goes, you know.
Also, did you hear about NXT? They're not being on the January pay-per-view line. Worlds Collide is taking over NXT spot.
Well, I have conspiracy about that. And that's that they're waiting for AEW schedule. I hope that's not the case, and I hope that they won't put NXT TakeOver on the same date as AEW pay-per-view.
Let's hope not, because that's just fucking annoying.
Well, Vince, it's Vince's decision. It's not Triple H's. Vince can turn schedule around and do whatever he wants, even if it's NXT Triple H's baby, you know. So.
And while we're on AEW, they got over 100,000 buys estimated for All Out, which is just slightly lower than they did for Double or Nothing, but only by a couple thousand. Which 100,000 buys for a new company, that's pretty damn good.
It is. We were looking earlier for buyouts and man, let me tell you guys, SummerSlam 98, right? 7,000 or something, 700,000 doing buyouts.
700,000 buys, which is the
that's
third
insane.
or fourth biggest sport pay-per-view in company history. But the
Yeah,
last
so
one, they only had 250,000 for the last one before the network came in, which is not that big. WWE,
let
for
me
the
see
big
who-
pay-per-views, none of the big four, they only got about 90 to 120,000 buys.
Yeah, so here's the thing. At that SummerSlam 98, we had Stone Cold defeated The Undertaker in the main event for WWF Championship, and we had Triple H with China defeated The Rock with Mark Henry in a ladder match for Intercontinental title. We also had some great matches. Edge and Sable defeat Jack Quinn and Mark Mero. I don't know who that is, but man, I don't know, but it speaks to me like Stone Cold and Stone Cold and The Undertaker were a big draw for that.
Yeah, if you didn't know who Mark Mero is, he was the person that was married to Sable before Sable dumped him and got with Brock Lesnar.
I know who he is, but
you said you didn't know who he was.
I don't know. I don't know exactly who he is, but I heard the name before. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't. Yeah. So, man. Wait. It's out of topic, dude. But I'm looking at this card from '98, and there is not a lot of big names. I mean, there is big names, but I'm looking, dude. Not a lot of main eventers, some mid carders. But the thing is, all those mid carders were important. Nowadays, they're not important anymore.
No.
So that's my issue with today's WWE, and we are always going back to that thing. They just don't care about the talent. They just want to grab whoever they want to grab, so they can go to other company. I know, Tom, you want to move on to another topic, so let's move on to the last.
We have the last topic to cover: commentary in WWE. It has been rumored that they're going to go back to the two-man commentary team, with Michael Cole on SmackDown with Tom Phillips, or potentially Michael Cole and Renee Young on SmackDown, because I heard they really want Renee Young over there. And Vic Jones going to Monday Night Raw, which would leave him with maybe going with Tom Phillips, because Corey Graves put out a statement on Twitter saying, just to clear up the rumours swirling around about commentary changes, I'm retiring.
Goddamn, that's a big promotion for Vince Joseph, though.
Yeah, so Corey Graves, by the sound of it, is leaving commentary. So by the sound of it, it's probably going to be Michael and Renee on SmackDown and Vic Jones and Tom Phillips on Raw, which...
Okay.
I don't mind Michael Cole's commentary.
No,
I may be one of the only people in the world, but I like Michael Cole on commentary. He's not too annoying. He's a lot better than when he was a heel back in 2011, 2012.
The big dog. The boss.
Yeah, but to be fair, I do hey, it's Bayley. Hey, it's Bayley. Every time she comes out, so I'm just as guilty
Here comes the
for
big
shitty
dog.
catchphrases as
fuck
Michael
is-
Cole.
It's crazy,
But he's a
I
voice
think-
for the kids and that, and the kids love it. That's, you got to remember, they focus on the kids in these products. So
I'm gonna tell you who will be a great team for Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness.
yeah, and Mauro Ranallo and Tom Phillips on SmackDown.
No. As I hope Mauro Ranallo stays in NXT. They're gonna destroy him on the main roster, dude.
I want to
They
hear
want
him
to
more. I don't watch NXT. I want to hear my Mauro Ranallo on normal TV.
Maybe Michael Cole and hopefully not Byron Saxton.
I think,
hope that's not the case.
by the sound of it, I think Tom Phillips will probably stay. Vic Jones, he's 205 Live, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Tom Phillips and Michael Cole for SmackDown and Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness for Raw.
But then again, apparently Fox really want Renee Young on commentary.
Replace Renee with Beth Phoenix.
Yes, please. When watching NXT last night, for the brief time I did, her commentary's really good. I like Beth Phoenix.
Renee Young. I don't know what the fuck is she talking about. Renee Young is always like,
she needs to come out of a shell and actually talk.
dude, she is always like her reactions are like, what,
But
holy
I don't
shit,
think it helps because she's the commentator.
it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all.
She's the face commentator. Corey Graves is the heel, and Michael Cole's just there. Like same as like Tom Phillips, because you have Byron and Corey arguing, and then you have Renee and Corey arguing. Renee Young would probably be good if she didn't have to constantly argue with Corey Graves.
I don't know. I'm so sick of Byron Saxton and Corey Graves arguing. It's not funny, dude.
No, it's
not-
got
it's cringe.
really, really freaking boring.
It's
now.
cringe. And
Same with Renee
we're
Young.
gonna.
Basically, get rid of Corey and we'll be fine. Because Corey,
My issue,
he's annoying
Yeah.
now.
but he was good 2 years ago.
Was good, but now he's shit.
Was good. Unfortunately, we're gonna be hearing
Byron Saxton in 2K20.
No, please
And
don't.
Grace.
Yeah.
And those cringy jokes. I'm so tired of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to have to wrap up the podcast. 'Cause we've gone for over an hour and nearly an hour and 10 minutes at this point.
Well, that's a good part, is it? So,
It was a very
you know
good
what?
podcast, to be fair. I hope you guys enjoy this, and thank you for all the dislikes, whoever just came in here for the Dave Meltzer part. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
guys.
and
You were all
you
marked
know
for
what?
Dave Meltzer for some reason.
If you forgot to subscribe, you know what?
Like,
What's gonna
share,
happen? It's the
subscribe.
easy thing, yeah.
Use the channel Patreon link, the channel
Yeah.
membership link. Support the channel
Yeah,
for
yeah.
as low as $1.99 a month. With you get
Turn on
perks
the
and all that kind of shit.
notifications. Turn on the notifications.
Yes, definitely click that bell because
And
YouTube
even
notification
better.
system's shit.
Even better, screw notifications. You can turn them on, but even better if you refresh, if you go on the channel and check during the day. That's even better. You don't get
Obviously, there's
notifications,
always
but
live reactions on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And there will be on Wednesdays and every time there's a pay-per-view. So there's always the
Yeah.
live reactions for all the wrestling events WWE do, apart from NXT, because they like to copyright me.
yeah, and let's say something.
Just want to mention copyright, just because I
Mm-hmm.
found this ridiculous. You know the Undertaker's theme, because
Yes.
I was doing live reactions on SmackDown. 16 different individual companies claimed copyright on that song. 16.
I wonder how many for Ric Flair's.
I don't know, but I appealed it and they said, yeah, it's under fair use because, yeah, I was watching the show, which is fair use. But it's like
Yeah.
16 people are
Crazy.
trying to claim that they
Crazy,
own the
crazy.
rights to this song. Are you
Crazy.
taking the piss? Seriously.
Hey, I imagine if it was Ric Flair's team that you would end up on court with him.
Yeah, probably.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna close the show for once. Okay, Tom, is this alright? If you don't like and subscribe, you'll be fired. Actually, you do the Vince voice. I can do the Vince voice right now. That sucked. Okay, I know.
First off,
You do
shout out
the
to my
Vince
channel members, Anton Blake-Cox, 3D Revolution, and Dougie Fresh Richards. Thank you, guys.
Once again,
UFC.
I gotta say that name, Cox. That's the greatest name ever.
Well, Anton
Shout out,
Blake-Cox.
bro.
But yeah, seriously,
Shout
if
out
you want to
you, bro.
support, because it really does help. It helps us do these podcasts and all that kind of stuff, because this stuff is time consuming and I have to buy equipment and all that kind of general
yeah.
shit. So it does help.
For God's sakes, he's gotta eat.
Pass out, gotta eat, guys. gotta feed the children. And my shoes are on fire. I need to buy new shoes that are not on fire. Support.
Yeah.
But yeah, seriously, thank you all for the support.
Like and subscribe.
Anyone watching, thank you for the support. But yeah, anyway.
And if you're not done with that, you're
We got
fired.
2 words for you. You're fired.
You see, I actually thought it sucked, but hey, suck it. I don't care.
Peace.